Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Science with Ms. Steph. You'll notice that I'm going live at a completely different time than normal, but guess what? I will explain very briefly, I'm sure, throughout our adventure today why I'm going live at this time. And of course, I'll also explain what we're doing today. So, once again, I'm Ms. Steph, and welcome to Science with Ms. Steph. Today, we're going to do a little invisible ink activity. Now, what you should love, and please, please, please remember to appreciate, is that guess what? This is an activity that I haven't gotten a chance to do with my students just yet, with my students that are in person just yet. You all are getting to do it with me first. So, once again, welcome to Science with Ms. Steph. And today we're doing an invisible ink activity. And I'm going to explain the chemistry behind this particular invisible ink activity. That's the thing that's really cool about invisible ink is that um, it works in different ways. Yeah, different invisible inks like have different chemical reactions to make it all work and come together. This particular one is a reaction between curcumin and the base that we find inside of our wonderful friend baking soda. Yes, we are going to have curcumin react with baking soda and we're going to get a color change, y'all. Now, when we're wondering whether or not there's been a chemical reaction, one of the things we look for, one of the indicators that we see in a chemical reaction is that we get a color change. So today's activity will give us an opportunity to practice our I Spy skills in multiple ways. One way, of course, is revealing our secret message that we write as well as giving us a chance to practice looking for, practice identifying chemical reactions. All right, so let me finish putting this post up. Great. No, I didn't want to do that. I just want to do. Hmm. Sorry, y'all. I don't see what I want here over on Facebook. Y'all know how it is. Boom. All right, there we go. Y'all know how I do. I try to make sure that everybody knows when I'm on live, y'all. So I am cross posting very quickly. And then after I complete my cross posting, you guys know it's on. We're going to go ahead and hop right into the activity. Okay. Remember, I'm live on um, YouTube now. Remember, we kind of switched things up live on YouTube and live on Instagram. Okay. So, if I'm looking in two different places, you know why. You know why. All right. There we go. Boom. That post is done. Do, 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 do. Let's finish this up. And then, of course, we will hop right into today's scientific exploration. Yes, 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 folks. Yes, yes, yes. Post. Okay, cool. Continue, 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 continue. Oh, hmm. Oh, sure. All right, all right. There we go. Let me get back to looking at y'all. All right, so yes, welcome to Science with Miss Steph. Today we're going to do an activity that involves turmeric. Yes. Okay. And our good old friend baking soda. Remember, I told you baking soda does a lot of stuff. Baking soda is its science teacher's best friend. All right. So, and remember, over here at Miss Steph Science Club, we are always making science fun. That's our thing. All right. So, are y'all ready to have some fun? Are you ready to have fun and do science at the same time? I am. I am. All right. So, let's talk materials. I'm going to review the materials. I'm going to start on my left. What is my left? My left. And I'm going around. I know that that's not your left, but I mean, y'all know how like it works by now. Okay. Do. Lowering. Let's talk. Let's make it so our friends over here on Instagram can see what's going on. What's going on? There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. And I'm gonna tilt y'all down a little bit too. Okay. Just a skosh, so you can really see my whole little makeup here. All right, so we have alcohol. We have a rubbing alcohol. Okay. This is actually 99% isopropanol. Okay. Isopropyl alcohol. Okay, those are the same thing. All right. Turmeric, big old huge giant container because guess what I'm going to be doing this activity with lots of students over the next couple of weeks. And so I bought a very large version of it. So I could also, maybe make some turmeric lattes. Maybe. Let's see. All right. And then you'll see a paintbrush. You'll find out why I'm using a paintbrush. I strongly suggest using a paintbrush for this particular step. I have a container. As you can see, I've already made this. So there's some yellow down in there. I have a container that I can put the lid on should I decide to do so. And I already have my turmeric measured out. Do you see that nice dark, like yellow orange kind of situation? It's very important for you to notice its current color. Okay. The current color. All right. And then I have another container. Another container. I have several cotton swabs. Okay. We'll talk about what I need the cotton swabs for later. I've got baking soda. Yes, it's Arm& Hammer. Does it need to be Arm& Hammer? Absolutely not. You just need something that is actual baking soda. It matters whether or not it's baking soda. It does not matter what brand it is. For this, I've got some water. This is just water, regular H2O. And of course, here I have some baking soda already measured out inside of my cute little cup. I've been using these cute cups. They come in like rainbow colors. They come in all kinds of different colors, and these are y'all know what these are. So this is a miniature cupcake um liner cup doohickey, right? And I've just been using them to help me measure out things for my classes for my different ages. And I tell you, it like they work fabulously instead of like having to buy all these like plastic cups. Ciao. Mm. All right, paper towel. Eh. And regular old paper. All right. You'll notice that I'm using a white piece of paper. It's for this particular project, I would strongly suggest using my paper. It's just easier. Okay. And of course, you'll see why in a little bit. So let's start to put some of our materials to the side. So these two things I'm going to put over to the side. Uh-oh. But these two things, before I put them to the side, I want to kind of lift them up. These two things are the two chemicals that are reacting. They're going to react, and we'll talk later about how they react and all that kind of whatnot. But these two things are the things that are reacting. So if you remember nothing else, you have to have these two things to make this puppy work. Cool. All right, let's move on. Boom, let's put that there. Boom, let's put that there. I can put those there, right? Because I have some measured out. Now, one of our mixtures, is going to be our actual invisible ink. Okay, that's our baking soda and water mixture. The other mixture is going to be the mixture that we're using to reveal things with. Okay, so we've got our visible ink, and what we use to write our invisible ink onto our paper. And then we have our reveal mixture. Okay, so let's make the invisible ink first. You notice we've got solid. We've got some solids that we're going to mix with liquids. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So I'm going to take my, let's go ahead and put this up. Uh-oh. Okay. So I'm going to take my baking soda and put it inside of my container. Right. Baking soda inside of my container. Should be very easy to see, right? Baking soda, boom, 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 inside of my container. Once again, I'm Ms. Steph, and this is Science with Ms. Steph. Thank you so much for joining me this evening for Science with Ms. Steph. And I'm going to add liquid water. I'm going to have the baking soda dissolve. Hey, girl! Dissolve inside of the water. All right. I'm going to take my little stick here. Wave. I've got a friend over here on Instagram. All right, so this activity is great for students of all ages. Okay. Uh-oh, I need to be careful because you notice my craft stick has color. No, I don't want that. So yes, I'm going to use one of these to mix this in because I don't want to change the color of my invisible ink. Hello, ciao. Uh-uh. Oh, yay, watching with the girls. Yes, this is great for both of them. Okay. Remember that time we did a little something with them? All right, so once again, for those who are just joining, thank you so much for joining. I am doing an invisible ink activity. We've got invisible ink. Okay. So I have baking soda in here. Okay. And I have water. This is our actual invisible ink. All right. We're going to put that down to the side. Remember, you need some Q-tips or like cotton swabs. All right. Your cotton swabs are going to be your pen kind of for this. Now, the next thing we're going to do, okay, is make our reveal mixture. This is the stuff we're going to use to help us reveal, right? Do you need like this airtight reusable container and all that for this? No, you don't. Do I need it? Yes, because I need to be able to use it again. Again, here's my turmeric powder. Okay, straight up just turmeric powder, right? Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Ah, ah. It's kind of a little hard to see over there on Facebook because of the lighting. All right, let's see if I can move this a little bit more down for y'all. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, so I'm putting this inside of my container. Boom. That's it. Remember, we're making two mixtures. One mixture was our invisible ink, our ink. Okay. And the other mixture is our reveal mixture. The next thing that I need to do is now add the alcohol. Now, as we know, because of the adventures that we're all going through internationally right now, your percentage of alcohol matters, right? So this will work with as low as 70% rubbing alcohol. Okay, I'm using 99, but this will work with as low as 70%. Alrighty then, so you see I'm adding the alcohol to my turmeric powder. Right? I'm going to add a little bit more. Okay. And so you noticed I added clear liquids. Okay. Clear liquids to my powder. Again, I have an invisible ink and I have a reveal liquid. Okay. This is my reveal liquid. Remember, we're going to need to keep an eye on how my invisible ink and my reveal liquid react. All right, you notice I'm using my paintbrush to stir this. You know, you could use a spoon if you wanted to, but I don't see a reason to. All right, so I'm putting my reveal liquid to the side. I've got my paper, right? Remember how I said using the white paper is going to make it easiest for you to be able to notice what's happening. So let's get my invisible ink back. For our older scientists that are on the call, let's remind you that acids and bases react differently to things. I'll repeat, an acid will react differently than a base reacts, okay, to a mixture. So this, okay, I've got a base inside of here, right? Make sense? Okay, we know that our sodium bicarbonate, which is the chemical name for baking soda, forms a base when you put it into solution, right? All right, so I'm going to make, right, a very, what might be a familiar, if you follow us, okay? A very familiar message. And one thing that I do want to do is make sure that I'm dipping, okay, down into the baking soda. I want enough baking soda on my cotton swab, okay, so that it's not just the liquid I want, okay? Yes, I am making a solution, right, where the solid dissolves inside of the liquid. Yeah, okay, right? But I need to make sure that I'm dipping back and forth because I don't just need it to be wet. I need to make sure that I've got the baking soda portion. Right. Right. There we go. Again, we'll talk a bit about how this works at the end. Okay. So right now, I'm not going to hold it up because you can kind of see it. So right now, the thing that I need to do as the person who wrote the secret message is to put it to the side and let the secret message dry. A fun thing that you can do, you especially Nooch, because you have two fabulous young scientists there. So they could do each make one, right? And then let theirs dry. And then they could switch. Okay. You could do this with your students. You can do this with the kids, whomever, right? Okay. So now I'm moving on to my paper towel step. I'm going to use the paper towel to wipe off, okay, wipe off the excess baking soda, okay, because you don't want the person to be able to see what the message was before it's time. Come on now. All right. Once again, I'm Ms. Steph. Thank you so much for joining me for Science with Ms. Steph. Today, we're doing Science with Ms. Steph on a Friday. Okay. Thank you all for joining me because I'm going on a very short but important trip to see a family member tomorrow. So I will be hanging out with my family tomorrow afternoon and won't be able to come on and join you all. So I wanted to make sure that I kept my commitment to you all to do a Science with Ms. Steph episode every week, right? So I couldn't leave y'all hanging. I mean, I could, but I didn't want to. Okay. All right. So now let's go ahead and put some paper towel down under this. Okay. Right. So I've got paper towel. I have my message. Okay. right? Everybody can see. And now I'm moving on to my reveal step, right? That's clear, right? I'm going to the reveal step. Now remember, right? Do we see the color? Do we see this color? Do, do we see this color? It's kind of like oranges, yellow, whatnot. So I'm going to start to put this down. Let's put this on the tip of the paper, right? Because I really want to make a point that it's yellow on the tip. Okay, so on regular just white paper that hasn't been treated, that doesn't have the message, the part that's not the message, is going to be yellow. Well, let's find out what happens. Let's see if we get a color change. Let's see if we get a clear chemical reaction or some type of chemical indication that something else is happening. Ooh, my people over on YouTube can probably see it easier than my folks over here on Instagram. So I'm going to tilt down even more. Right? Do y'all see what's happening? Okay. So I am painting. I'm just doing this, right? And wherever my baking soda mixture was, I'm getting this brilliant red color. Okay. And one of the reasons why I told you we wanted to make sure that there was enough baking soda was so that it would react, right? You notice that some of it's lighter, and that's because I didn't have a lot of baking soda on my cotton swab. All right, so you're starting to see my secret message. And one of the things that I'm doing is I'm making sure that I'm only getting the liquid. I don't really want the solid, okay, in this instance. I'm just doing what has dissolved inside of the liquid, and I'll talk about why it has to be alcohol in a little bit. Okay. So I'm revealing my message. Notice I'm trying to be as gentle as possible. I'm just doing a quick little bit, right? Bit by bit, I'm revealing my message, right? This solution is my reveal solution. Okay. We make science. And there it is at the bottom. That's our science club hashtag, folks. Right? We make science fun. Okay. You see, I had a little trouble down at the bottom. Writing this message. Okay. But it's couple of things that are very important. You want to make sure that that baking soda solution dries and that you wipe off your excess baking soda because your reveal liquid is going to react to any part that's got baking soda on it. All right. Y'all see that? Do we see it? Do we see it? Do we see it? It's really quite cool. And of course, as you can imagine, you can create some really fun artwork with it. There's a lot of different things you can do with this. Okay. So let's kind of get ready to wrap up here a little bit. First of all, it's really fun activity, right? And there's a lot of different things that you can do with it. You can pass the messages back and forth, or you can just decide that you're going to just do, say you wanted to do this contrast yellow and red, like art piece, right? So you can put this and start and draw your art, your art piece on the page and then reveal it with that mixture and go from there. A couple of things that are important to understand is that since there's a base, okay, in our base as in a type of chemical, okay, that's inside of our baking soda solution, right? Our baking soda solution is a basic solution, okay? The pH of baking soda solution is 9. Usually it's about 9. And the turmeric has curcumin inside of it. Okay, that's one of the chemicals that's inside of turmeric. And that chemical is the chemical that shows you that there is base inside of something. And so that chemical is what's turning red. That chemical only, well, not only, that chemical does not dissolve in water. So we have to use something else. And remember, we used isopropyl alcohol, right? So curcumin will dissolve inside of isopropyl alcohol. So that's why we couldn't use water. Like if we just use water to try to dissolve the curcumin, to try to dissolve the turmeric inside of it, it wouldn't do what we wanted it to do. It wouldn't turn the fun color, right? Because the reaction wouldn't happen. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. Wasn't that fun? Any questions? Any questions? Taking questions, live questions. Any questions, girls? I'm so glad that y'all watched. Any questions? Questions. Yeah. Um, so yeah, Science with Ms. Steph. I thought that was very fun. You could you could try it with you could try this with another um you could try this with another revealing liquid, right? Like you could try it with an acidic revealing liquid and it turns a different color. Yeah. So you could try it with this turmeric mixture and compare it with, say, blueberry juice. Okay, the results with blueberry juice that turns a different color. And of course, if you try it, please take pictures and tag me. Okay. So, thank you so much for watching this episode of Science with Ms. Steph. We've made invisible ink out of baking soda and water, and we revealed it with turmeric and rubbing alcohol. We'll see you next week. Remember, I won't be on tomorrow, but next week, Saturday on the 25th, we'll see you for something else. Feel free to send me a request. I am taking requests and I'm also taking requests for projects and I'm also taking requests to be on the show. So if you want to log in with me, we can do that too. All right, all right. Bye. Bye.